Hey, this is Matt once again. What about to the video? This is a paid request from Frame by Frame. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, the interesting thing about this is that in the matter of like 2-3 days, I got similar requests. Frame by Frame has asked me to do a first watch commentary on episode 1, and he only sent it for one episode only. Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side of the TSTV, episode 1. Another guy, Steven, requested me to watch the whole 4-part documentary and review the whole thing. So I'll do this. I'll do for Frame by Frame commentary on episode 1, and then Steven, I'll do the reviews for all the parts. Unless Frame by Frame wants me to do a commentary on the other 3 parts, be my guess, but if he doesn't, no worries. By the way, Frame by Frame, you get your commentary for episode 1. Steven, you get your review for the whole bit of business. So I'll do a commentary, then I'll watch the rest of it, then I'll do the review for Steven. So we'll do it that way. Again, unless Frame by Frame wants me to do commentary on the others, but that's up to them. I heard about this documentary. It's about Nickelodeon shows, the dark underbelly, Sally that happened within a time span, like a decade or so. Maybe a bit more, actually. I didn't grow up with Nickelodeon shows. I mean, we had CBS, ABC, another form of CBS, and PBS. My aunt would send us tapes that had a handful of Nickelodeon shows. Doug, Ren and Stimpy, Baby Rugrats. Maybe Are You Afraid of the Dark? Maybe Secrets of the Legend, or Secrets of the Hidden Temple, whatever it's called. But that's it. So, Drake and Josh, iCarly, Zoe 101, all that, I didn't watch. So this might be, people have heard of all this stuff before, but I'm not surprised. I mean, Hollywood is always a dark underbelly. Why do you think I'm so cynical about Hollywood? For many reasons. That's one of them. But I'm pausing the beginning. It's 42 minutes and 42 seconds long. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. The series investigates spirits by children from the adults they were expected to trust. Viewer discretion is advised. Nickelodeon. Double Dare. Now, I did hear about Nickelodeon later on throughout the years, and seeing show. Okay, like Salute Your Shores. There was that. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Yeah. Ren and Stimpy. Which that has another underbelly with the creator of Ren and Stimpy. So that's another one. Wonder they mention him in this. Because that's Nickelodeon, and that guy is a creep. Yeah, the Disney Channel and Nickelodeon. Lifetime Achievement Award. Dan Schneider. So there's Josh Peck, there was Kenan Thompson. Victorious. Okay, iCarly. Didn't see any of those. I worked for Schneider 25 years ago. I could confirm inappropriate behavior was happening even then. Really? Guys are touching kids' feet? What the hell? Are girls putting a foot in her mouth? What? Girl in a bathtub and playing with it with her foot? What the hell? Juice from a potato. She's grabbing a potato and she's saying, "Give me the juice." She's upside down on the bed. She's pouring water on her. Is this a Nickelodeon show or a Tam girl? What the hell? What the hell? Yeah, I don't know who these people are. Of course, the question is going to be, why didn't anybody come forward sooner? Because this is the thing, if you don't come forward sooner, then what about the other people that could be involved in a toxic? But then there's always the flip side, the power dynamic. If you say something, you'll be ignored, you'll be thrown under the bus. So that lady's a cast member of all that. Okay. Cast member Zoe 101. Alright. That's Double Dare. March Summers hosts a Double Dare. Even Steven Spielberg was slimed. Okay. Dan Schneider. Who is Dan Schneider? 1966? So he says going to go to Harvard, but he never went to it. Head of the class. Okay. Head of the class TV show. Alright. So he was an overweight kid that got picked on a lot and looked down upon. So when he finally got power, he's like, now I can do the same to other people. Almost like a weird way of revenge. Although you're putting revenge on the people that didn't do anything to you. Like he's tired of being picked on, or he's tired of being looked down upon, and now I got power. Now I'm going to show them, going to show the world what I can do. So all that. I heard about all that. Saturday Night Live for kids. I heard about that. That Good Burger came from that, right? Good Burger. Culture writer? What the hell's a culture writer? What's a culture writer? I mean, is Tel Mitchell really a big star? I mean, other than Good Burger. T. and Thompson went to Saturday Night Live, so I guess you just say him. Ice Cube was a guest. Season 4 through 6 of all that. This kid was on there. Katrina Johnson. Alright. The little kid came up with a joke of, I'm so flat, look how disgusted it is? Or was she told to say that? Was she told to say that, or did she come up with that herself? It's a weird joke. Like, 10-year-olds, like, look how flat I am. What the hell? What? What? The Katrina Johnson show. So Dan ran things, okay. So just in the early stages he created a fun set? Just before the power got to him. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Hmm. Yeah, employment situation, yeah. What if all this goes away if they complain? Just never thought of it this way. Like the kids, maybe they have this kind of responsibility in their brain that, wait, if I do something wrong, my family will not get the money and all that stuff. Which is responsibility a lot of kids don't have when they're, meant to just be kids, worry about school. So a lot. Nose boy. Nose boy, okay. Oh god, it does look like balls and schlong. Okay, it's meant to be a nose, but yeah, that looks like... You know, that... I mean, I guess someone would argue it's supposed to be snot, but... But I do see what people mean by that. That's a bit of a weird... That's a weird sketch thing. They wouldn't push back because they were afraid of being fired. Being close to Dan to mean more success. To be on his good side. Hmm. So, I mean, that explains why the kids didn't say anything, because they want to experience more success, because it's a crazy experience, and they don't want to tell their parents because they don't want their parents to get involved and get fired. And Katrina's getting too fat. We already have a fat one? The hell? She went through puberty. She got taller. Amanda Bynes. So they got Amanda Bynes to replace her, pretty much. Okay, pause. I'm 14 minutes and 50 seconds. I'm 14 minutes 50 seconds. Let's pause for a minute. Take a little bit to let this sink in. Because I know you're not seeing it, because YouTube would block the video if I showed the video. But there's always a thing, like when you do these, the parents on set, the parents need to push harder on this stuff. The parents need to push further. Are you alright? Are you okay? If you're not, you can say it. There's no wrong answer. If you get fired because, then it's alright. Then we'll go back to you going to school, I work my job, and that's it. We'll go back to square one. Now, granted, it could be the kids are like, oh, but I really like doing this, and I'll stick with it, because they're not emotionally... They haven't emotionally grown up yet to realize what exactly to do and not to do. So, I just... Unpause now. 15 minutes and 3 seconds in. So now we're at Amanda Bynes, which I think I saw in Big Fat Liar. She had a routine about a pimple on her nose. I guess I'd be the cynical guy, just be like, that's not funny. But whatever. So now talking about Amanda Bynes. She was natural, she had timing. Parents try to stay out of the way. Pause. 17 minutes and 14 seconds. That struck something in me where the parent. I mean, I'm assuming the parents felt, some I should say, some felt that, well, it's Hollywood. They know what they're doing. They know about this entertainment industry more than I do. There's a certain level of trust. Does you have someone telling your kids what to do and what not to do and how to say stuff, how not to say stuff? But let's be honest, there are some parents, whether these were or not, but there are some parents that look at dollar signs. They look at dollar signs and they're like, this is my way of maybe getting more money, more income, fame, fortune. There are parents that see their kids as a jackpot. They get the jackpot. They got the lottery ticket. Lottery ticket is more appropriate. They got the lottery ticket, now we gotta cash it in. This is them cash it in. Some parents. All of them, I don't know. Some, they do. But, that's just my thoughts. Unpaused now. 17 minutes in. 16, 17, 18. Amanda's dad treat her like a wind-up doll? Jesus. So Amanda Bynes definitely got favoritism. Absolute favoritism. So the other kids are getting pushed out. The new favorite have arrived. Well, there you go. Hey, good for okay, went to college. Because there's going to be a show with her, the Katrina show, and now there's the Amanda Bynes show. The Amanda show. So there's a show he created, and there's power. Of course, power. Again, power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely, like I said before. Like I said before. Okay, on pause. Well, pause. 19 minutes, 26. I know the culture writer lady is talking about how, well, women are either, very either sweet or sexualized. I mean, if that's the case, I mean, I should have paid more attention. Is she talking about kids? Or is she talking about, like, women in general? Because women in general is like, well, there's plenty of slasher films where I wouldn't say they're neither. Like Amy Steele and Lisa Wilcox, Heather Langenkamp, Ashley Lawrence, among other films. Also, I mean, there were actresses, whether it be like Sally Field, whether it be even, Sigourney Weaver in Alien and Aliens, whether it be Jessica Tandy. I mean, I don't know. I think just to pigeonhole and just two of them, I think that's a bit misleading. I mean, I know it's the popular thing to say because there are a lot of people that looked at one or the other, but I think there is a lot of middle room that a lot of films don't get credit for showcasing, and a lot of actresses that did show their range are being kind of pushed to the side by not mentioning those aspects of it. But again, maybe that's just me. But unpaused now. So not a lot of female writers on the show, just two of them? Oh boy. So these two female writers, they were treated like crap, I'm assuming? Sorry, I'm not saying that. I'm listening to the one of the two writers. Which sounded her demeanor, she seems like a nice lady. I know this sounds dumb, but she does seem like a nice, decent lady. I mean, this other lady too. I mean, I don't see anything too disingenuous so far. That's just first impression. What? So wait, they hired two women, but you had to share a salary? Okay, pause. Yeah, that's there's no reason to have two people on there and they share a salary. None. You don't. That is ridiculous. That would have been a red flag right then and there. I know they're in the middle of saying, "Oh, it's an opportunity," but at the same time, it's like, no, you don't share a salary. Maybe okay, fine, we'll get another one. Well, they should tell you the same thing. There's no reason to share a salary with anyone. That's entirely ridiculous to share a salary. Entirely ridiculous. Yeah, you don't share a salary. That's just absolutely ridiculous. And then some. My God, man. Again, you don't. To share a salary with someone. Well, they get two people for the price of one. Salary, I guess no one had the red. I mean. Unpause. 22 minutes, 15 seconds in. Unpause now. And sorry, I'm in the middle of doing something, but I'm listening, watching. Do whatever you can to get this job. Well. So the early days were great. He didn't think women were funny. What is he, Eric Cartman? Name me a funny female writer. I don't know, Penny Marshall? Just never heard of Penny Marshall. Penelope Spears? Being dirty was part of the silliness. Penelope taint? And he argued with, oh no, it means you tainted something. It means something's tainted. Come on. What the hell? A young girl called Penelope Taint. Come on. Strange things amuse Dan. Pause at 25 minutes, 21 seconds. I know I keep pausing, but at least a whole conversation about inappropriate jokes in kids' TV or anything that deals with kids in general. Granted, this seems like it's pushing it way too far, but it's like, okay, you have the Monster Squad, which I enjoy that film. That was also a film where kids would look through a telescope to look out at another lady who would undress, and then they took pictures of her, and then they blackmailed her. Is that too far? Is that not too far? I mean, I still enjoy the film. I always go back to Little Mermaid. She comes out of the water, all that's covering her is some seashells. She wants to deal with this prince desperately, and she's 16 years old. Like, people don't realize that. A lot of Disney stuff has done this. A lot of other movies done. I mean, you have films like My Girl, where you have a boy and a girl and they kiss. Now, should a boy and girl kiss when they're 12 years old? That goes a whole other thing. Now, you just say some things are more innocent, while this is trying to be much more vulgar and dirty. SpongeBob SquarePants. There was a joke where someone's hiding in the sand and something's sticking out. And then Mr. Crab looks down and goes, I hope that's your nose. If it's not, it means it's his boner. Like, that was a joke in SpongeBob SquarePants. So, what's appropriate, what's not appropriate? There's always going to be a discussion, argument about that. But yeah, the consistent amount of it that I've seen, again, as a guy that never grew up with these shows, the consistent amount that the potato, and I want the juice from the potato. What's next? Is it going to be a glory hole joke or something? The consistent amount is just ridiculous. 25 minutes, 21 seconds, unpaused now. Ridiculous. So you play pranks and jokes. Stream a word out loud, like hammers. Stream I'm an idiot. Stream slut. Say it. Why? $300 to eat 2 pints of ice cream in 30 minutes? I got no money. Yeah, half the salary. That's true. They're sharing the salary. So you did, and you threw up afterwards, but it was fine. Well, the money didn't come. You didn't pay the money? But you don't make good on your bets. You don't make good on your bets. You said $300, you didn't pay her. You're making 2 women share a salary. What are you talking about? What the hell? So now in the year 2000. Try loud, man. What the hell? Talk about the Kids' Choice Awards. So she gets the Kids' Choice Award. So it's talking about the rise of popularity of Amanda Bynes. She trusted him, huh? Okay, so she was on the first season of the Amanda Show. Bertel's mom, okay. Drake Bell. Okay. If you're on Dan's bad side, you could kiss your career goodbye. Okay, Bertel got a cake. It's her birthday. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. She doesn't need that bit of a cake. What does it matter? It's a cake. It's her birthday. So Dan favored Amanda and Drake. I feel bad for that Raquel girl. All she wanted was cake. Let her have the cake, as big as it could be. Shut up, Dan. Crying out loud. Hey, Dan. Stop touching and hugging her. I don't know about the hot tub bit. Thankfully, he was fully clothed. Maybe that's pushing a bit much, but the other stuff I can understand. What? Conspiring against the company. What the hell? So Dan got worse and worse. As people massage him? Why? So Dan had like passive aggressive at times tendency. Oh, do you massage? I'll put you one of your jokes in the show. So passive aggressive. So the writer's talking about high school. So Dan says, why don't you bend over and act like you're being sodomized while you're telling him about high school? What? It's funny, the girl that did it to, she didn't even want to talk about it. The other person brought it up. So that's two people that confirm it as well. Okay, pause. Pause at 34 minutes 5 seconds. I do think there are women that will lie and obscure the facts and over embellish. For example, I'm Amber Heard and the stuff she was doing with Johnny Depp. Not that Johnny Depp was 100% innocent, but Amber Heard was. There's a lot of stuff she was over embellishing. And there are women that are not as innocent as they think or as they say. But it's like everything. There's also the flip side. There are women that generally did go through horrible stuff. There are women who generally did go through terrible stuff. There are women who did get ostracized and oh my god, they're two women, so that means I can say anything, and hey, you know what, you get fired if you don't, and yeah, this overweight guy who probably didn't get a lot of fun, that type of fun time in school. So it's like in his weird psychosis way, it's him getting revenge, even though these two women didn't do anything to him. And in this sense, like with every instance, you gotta judge it on its own thing, not a blanket statement. As in every woman this and every man that. So yes, I do think there are women who do the same stuff like this to men. The door swings both ways. I do think in this instance, these two women, call it gut instinct, I think they're telling the truth. I don't really see that they're lying or making stuff up. One kind of agree what the other said, and they're, I don't know, they don't feel like they're acting or anything. And I did know a bit about this before I started watching this. I do know about Drake Bell, who I'm guessing he'll be in the next couple. And also Dan Schneider did like an apology video. So he's apologizing, which means he's admitting the stuff that happened of being toxic and a prick. And also, like, I was just curious. I watched like 5 minutes of that, 10 minutes of it, and I'm like, this guy's disingenuous. He's saying this because he got caught and it's out there, but he's being. That's not a genuine apology. It's not a genuine. What he's saying is so disingenuous. You just tell it's all BS. What he's saying, you just tell, and yeah, that's a guy. I think that, again, he was overweight. He wasn't popular. I keep repeating the word overweight because there are people who do feel that way and then, or get that way, and then they feel they're being picked on or ostracized, or a comment here, a comment there. It all builds up. It's like you shake the bottle, you shake the bottle, every bottle, the pressure is rising, and then when you get the bit, it pops, the cork pops, it explodes in a anger, vitriol. This happened to me, so I'm going to unleash it on people now that I'm the one in charge. Again, great power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. I think that's what happened here with this Dan Schneider guy. And he thought, well, it's never going to be found out because I'm making these successful shows, and the internet was not really a thing. So if word got spread, it's through a phone call, it's through maybe, personally. Not you hit now one tweet, one Facebook, one YouTube video, it's everywhere within 24 hours. A whole different world. So I feel bad for these two ladies, I do. A joke was like, hey, tell that story about high school, but bend over, I let you do the sodomize. What the hell? 34 minutes, 5 seconds in, unpause now. You don't want to be viewed as a person who can't take a joke. Yeah. The writer splitting the salary is... Yeah. You're not supposed to split. I mean, if they're first time doing it, then they don't know much of the business. But yeah, you're not supposed to split it. Salaries. Conspired against the company. Like, again, this lady, what she's saying feels natural and not scripted, unless she's a hell of a good actress. If I find out you told on me, I'm going to do something worse to you, and you're not going to work again. So, yeah. He wasn't a happy guy making jokes anymore. He would yell a lot. That almost sounds like he's bipolar. He's nice, he's mean. He's nice, he's mean. No, she got fired. Damn. She got fired because she went to a concert one night? What the hell? Jesus. $11 weeks for free? Worked 11 minutes. No, I'm not working any job for 11 weeks for free. No way. The guy's like, did you used to have your phone sex? I mean, good on her for quitting. It's tough. But you don't need to be in that. Guy's a piece of slime bag. Piece of garbage. Piece of trash. Guy sounds like a piece of trash. Oh, they sued him too. Good. 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 Sue him. Good. Sued him. Good. She did do something. Gender discrimination. Dan Schneider. Explain the only 2 female writers. Denied equal pay. Hostile work environment. Simulates sexual intercourse in the rear. The sodomized story. So it is even in the documents as well. I knew this was the end of the career. So she did try. So again, they did say. Brian Peck. There was a glory hole joke. In response to producer's questions, Nickelodeon stated it investigates all former complaints as part of our commitment to foster a safe professional workplace. BS. Adopted numerous safeguards over the years. No, you haven't. Live to a high standard and expectation of our audience. You don't have high standards. Nickel and Diamond. Nickelodeon. Makes me hate Nickelodeon more. I mean, I hate Nickelodeon for, silly reasons, like how they treat the Ninja Turtles. So for silly reasons, I hate Nickelodeon. Now Nickel and Diamond, I hate them for this stuff. So, Jesus. And then for Steven, I gotta watch 3 more parts of this. Oh my god. All I'm saying is Dan Schneider seems like a piece of work. Piece of trash, piece of garbage. Feel sorry for those 2 ladies who were the writers. And again, I don't think they're lying. I think they were telling the truth in this instance. All the weird videos, like all the jokes and stuff. Like at the end, I said like it's Brian Peck with a bunch of pickles. Put it in a door. It's like a glory hole. Like putting your dick in it. I said before, who's gonna have a glory hole joke? And I knew about Brian Peck because like I knew about him being a sicko. But I thought that's with a boy. I don't know with the 9-year-old girl. I guess. Well, yeah, there's probably more than one sicko. So, oh great. But those won't be commentaries because Frame by Frame only asked for one. Again, unless he wanted me to do commentaries on the others, but by the point he sees this, I would have seen them all. But if he wants me to do them, I mean, but anyway. You'll hear more of my thoughts. I need to, like, take a shower and take a Xanax or something after this, man. But, I mean, sadly, I can't say I'm tremendously surprised because it's Hollywood. Hollywood always does stuff like this. They do. Always has been. I think they always will, sadly. That's why if Hollywood burned down, I wouldn't mind. Wouldn't mind. Anyway, with that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.